Hello, how are we doing? Where to begin? Where to begin? So today is day one. Is it day one? Let's call it day one of lockdown for us in our house. So notwithstanding social isolation, one of our girls came down with symptoms yesterday. Temperature, cough, the symptoms. And what that meant, according to NHS advice, is that she will now be quarantined. She'll be quarantined, isolated as best we can in the house for the next 7 days, and the rest of the household, that's the other the other five of us will be sort of quarantined, locked down, isolated, whatever term you want to use for it, for the next 14 days. So yeah, mental, but it is what it is. Obviously, unless her condition gets really bad and she has to go to hospital and all that, and she ends up getting tested for COVID-19, we'll never know. We're hoping that it's not, obviously. The chances are that it isn't. But you never know. So it's crazy. So I was working from home for the foreseeable anyway. The company I work for has enabled all office staff to work from home. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing earlier today. I've been working from home. And it's bloody hard. I'm the IT manager, I'm the IT guy, and all of a sudden I've got a couple of dozen people working from home. And for most of them, the vast majority of them, that is very new. And yeah, I have had a rather busy day on Skype, email, phone, you name it, and I've had it. But things can only get better. To quote D-Ream, things can only get better, and they will get better, not just for me and work and everybody working from home. This whole situation will get better. Unless you're a real pessimist, in that case then it won't. But I truly believe, this is a temporary thing. This will pass, and we'll get through it. The reason I'm waffling on is I've decided to relaunch my vlog. We're going to be spending an awful lot of time at home, and I wanted to relaunch the vlog with a bit of talking head. This is my head, this is talking to you. And maybe show a bit of what we've been doing at home, the home ed, the alternative home ed, just all that kind of stuff. And I thought it'd be really sort of intriguing, interesting to create sort of a video diary kind of a thing, good old-fashioned video diary, and that's what I'm doing, because it's a damn sight easier than writing a diary. It is, or typing one. I did think about using my blog for this, and I will blog about it. I've just not had much desire to write recently, so I will write a blog post about this whole thing at some point. So I will write about this whole experience, but I really want to focus on the vlog and to visually talk to you guys, because otherwise I think I'm going to go stir crazy. So yeah, crazy times we're living in. Who thought, when this first reared its head in the media, when it was just China, in Wuhan, who really truly thought that we would get to this in the UK? Probably not many. And I've really got to stop touching my face. But then, who thought when things started to get serious in China that it would get like this in the UK? A few more people, because that's when people started buying toilet roll in their trolley loads. It's just insane. It's insane. But we are where we are. I think what's really disappointing is the lack of seriousness that some people are giving to this situation. You've got the whole social isolation mantra being hammered home from every corner. The media, news outlets, social media, watching the news, watching Boris Johnson and his advisors, all giving us the same message to stay at home if you can. Now, yes, you can go out and have a walk. You can go outside and get fresh air. But all these people congregating on places like Whitby, I'm going to keep it Yorkshire centric, but congregating on Whitby and Scarborough and Malham and close to us, Dalby Forest. They're not using the space available, they're all just congregating. Going a bit away from Yorkshire, then Snowdon. Have you seen the photos from Mount Snowdon? It was insane. Some places recording it being busier than bank holidays. I'm astounded at the stupidity of my fellow British people. It just beggars belief. The message is fairly straightforward of how social isolation works. It is to reduce the spread of COVID-19. And it's as simple as that. Stay at home, save lives. I know, I get that some people can't stay home. There are the frontline workers. You've got the NHS, you've got your teachers, the police, the fire, the doctors, the nurses, the ambulance, what we've had today, the bin men. The bin men have been round. Brilliant. There's the frontline workers keeping society going. And then there's the likes of me who can do his job, sat in a little room at home. And I am. One thing about the bin men I did notice was their lack of PPE. That'd be an idea to give them a bit more at the moment. But hey ho, it is what it is. They seemed happy in their work. But as more and more of society shuts down, obviously pubs, clubs, restaurants, cafes, they've all gone. Our local vet is now operating on a nobody goes into the waiting room. You've got to go in your car and phone them to let them know that you're there, and they'll phone you to let you know when you can come in. It's just getting to every part of society. And still people aren't taking it seriously. What can you do? Anyway, that's my little rant over there. So I just this is my first video back on these things. It's my video diary. So what have I done today? Well, basically I got up this morning, my alarm went off at 6:30, I managed to drag myself out of bed by about 6:45, and then proceeded to procrastinate in the bathroom for far too long before putting on my running kit and heading to the garage. So I did half an hour on the treadmill. What did I do? Was it about, I can't remember, 3.7 miles, something like that. Just took a steady 7.5 miles an hour. And yeah, felt good after that. Came in, breakfast, shower, shave, teeth, and managed to be late for work. I was a couple of minutes late getting sat at my desk, and then my own, I am the IT guy, my own IT let me down, but I got sorted, I got on, and then it's just been a day of it's the day I expected, of fielding relentless questions from people. We have a mixed system of Mac and Windows connecting in over a VPN, and sadly Macs just are driving me up the wall. Windows machines are fine, the Macs are not fine. So that's really getting me down. Just cannot seem to bottom out the reasons why, but I'll get there. Yeah, and a lot of all the people I'm dealing with, there's only about 5 people out of 20 odd that have ever done any kind of working at home, so I've got a lot of people that are new to it anyway. I'm getting hit up with Skype, I've got my phone ringing, good old email. I've had nobody visit the door yet, but hey, or carrier pigeons, none of them have arrived. But yeah, so it's just been the day I expected. Just a bit crazy, a bit manic, and a bit overwhelming, really. So I was glad to see the end of the day, really. I kind of had enough up here, but it's to be expected. It will get easier as we all get used to it, and we all get used to slight technical difficulties and differences of working remotely and working at home. From a business point of view, we have rapidly increased that facility for a very short space of time. So things are going to be a little bit bumpy. What am I going to do? So this evening, Netflix and chill, basically. So yeah, Netflix and chill. Delilah's got into cards, got a couple of decks of cards, so probably a bit of Go Fish, which seems to be the game of the moment. Lydia is annihilating everybody at that. If we're desperate, Monopoly might come out. Trying not to sit and stare at a screen too much. After I've sat and stared at screens all day. Yeah, so yeah, I am gonna go now. Good chat, absolutely random ramble, but it's out there, and see what tomorrow brings. But for now, I've been me, you've been you. If you've watched this, thank you. If you haven't, then well, you haven't. But if you have, thank you. And I'll try and be back tomorrow. Shall I try and make this a daily vlog? Dare I say it? I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Right. Bye for now.